Good morning to everybody. Today I will take orbital overlapping concept. See, it is very interesting thing. In the case of the covalent bond, sharing of the electron takes place to complete the outermost octet. Suppose in the case of the hydrogen atom, it has one electron, one s, and when it forms the molecules, sharing of the electron takes place and form the molecule that is H2. But the question is that how sharing of the electron takes place? Say, in the case of the atoms, orbitals around the nucleus, now orbitals, they are not circle. That is the distance from the nucleus to the orbital, it is a space, volume. And the exact location of the electron is not possible because that electron is inside the space. Then it was thought how sharing of the electrons takes place. Say, location of the electrons not traceable, it is in this space, it is moving in this space. So, a new theory, orbital overlapping concept was given. So, according to them, when the two hydrogen atoms they approach each other, then the orbitals they come close to each other and overlap each other. That is, they merge to form a cloud, and that is known as the molecular orbital. So, how the pairing of the electron takes place? Concept is very clear. Electrons they are moving in this space, orbital space. Then location of the electron that is not traceable. Then how the pairing of the electron takes place? So it was thought that when two hydrogen atoms orbit 1s, they come close to each other, then overlapping of the orbital takes place. They merge to form a cloud, and then the molecular orbital is formed. This was the concept how these covalent bonds are formed. Now, in the hydrogen atom, opposite spins depending upon the overlapping, two types of the bonds are there. See how this overlapping takes place. The point is this: either the overlapping end to end or it is lateral wise. So, depending upon the overlapping, two types of the bonds are there, that is sigma bond and the pi bond. So, concept was very clear how the covalent bond is formed. See, in the case of the electron, it is not traceable because electrons they are moving in the space. Then we will say that the overlapping of the orbital first takes place and then pairing of the electrons takes place. So depending upon the overlapping of the two types or bonds, that is sigma bond and the pi bond. Now in the case of sigma bond, when overlapping by end to end overlapping. So sigma bond in first case by end to end overlapping of the orbital along the internuclear axis. In first case, when s orbitals overlapping, in these two half-filled s orbitals along internuclear axis, so overlapping of the two atoms of the s orbital takes place, that is end to end, and it is in the axis overlap. So this is the first case when SS overlapping takes place in these two half-filled s orbital along internuclear axis. Now second case, sp overlapping, half filled s orbital and the half filled p orbital. This is the s orbital, p orbital. Then sp overlapping takes place, same thing. And the third case, pp overlapping half filled p orbitals of the two atoms, p orbital, then pp overlap takes place. So this is the sigma bond. Now here, one thing is very important, extent of the overlapping. You see, end to end, extent of the overlapping. This shows how much sigma bond is strong. Now second, pi covalent bond. Pi covalent bond is formed by sidewise overlapping. That is sidewise. Pi covalent bond is formed by sidewise overlapping of the half-filled atomic orbitals. That is the lateral overlap. And their axes remain parallel to each other and perpendicular to the internuclear axis. Listen, pi covalent bond is formed by sidewise overlap of half-filled atomic orbitals, that is lateral overlap, and their axes remain parallel to each other and perpendicular to the internuclear axis. See, pi bond. This is lateral. See here, it is lateral overlapping, and it forms two saucer types charged clouds. Now, the point is that what is the extent of the overlapping? More the overlapping, more the stronger bond. So in the case of the sigma and the pi bond, sigma bond, in the case of sigma bond, overlapping is more to extent. So we say that the sigma bond, they are stronger than the pi bond. Sigma bond is more stronger than the pi bond as extent of the overlapping is more in sigma bond than the pi bond. So it was very interesting thing that how covalent bond formation takes place, because sharing of the electron, simply we say sharing of the electrons. Then how is it possible to share the electron when location of the electron is not traceable? Electrons, they are moving in a space of the orbit. So orbital overlapping concept was given. So we say that first the overlapping of the orbital takes place. Okay, thanks very much. If you like my video, please share and subscribe.